Again, Rico.
Ooh! Ooh! Comes to Rico, the youngest in charge. He just drags two man outside the boot to Rondo, outside the boot back.
Burn him! No, and he's 17 years old, bro. He's only 17. He's only 17.
Giving it to Rico. Rico just driving, don't let him drive. And that's the goal. That's the goal I've been waiting for.
Yes, Rico, bro, it's Raheem here. I'm hearing a lot of good things about you. Just keep up the progress. Keep, you know, playing and having that love that you have for football. You know, work at your craft. That's the most important thing. And yeah, I just want to say big up, man, and all the best in the future, and go for it and smash it, man.
We got the man, the youngest in charge, Rico. Before we get into this, I want to ask, having the nickname the youngest in charge, does it add any pressure going into the games?
Yeah, no, because I can handle the pressure, because I'm respected by my teammates, and yeah, they expect a lot from me, so I just need to just pull it out in the game.
Joining the Takers, how and when did you join?
So I joined last season, pre-season, went training, and then obviously game time, obviously someone wasn't there, so then I stepped up to start, and from there I've just been starting.
You said the Gaffers had his trust in you since then?
He had the trust. He had a load of trust in me.
Gives it to Rondo. Rico driving. He's only 17. 1-2 with Laka. And it's a lovely goal. The youngest in charge on his debut. If you watch our episodes, you know Rico already, but this was his debut. And he's just showing you why he's the youngest in charge. He's a beast. Lovely, driving at them. Gives the 1-2 to Laka. It looked a bit accidental by Laka, but it made it. And Rico just taking no prisoners. Lovely finish.
My bro!
Gotta give a cameo to our 17-year-old, the youngest in charge, Rico. I feel that he was our man of the match today.
Yeah, he's a good young player, man. I might have a, give me a number.
He's the youngest in charge.
We'll get you in a real team, yeah?
This is the real team.
Youngest in charge is calling you. He's bossing it all game. How's it? How do you feel?
It's good. I had to come off, start the second half, to give these like a little easy game. And when I came back on the day, I had an easy game, like a hard game.
For a 17-year-old, you got too much energy, bro. Too much like confidence on the ball, man. Where are you getting that from, bro?
Myself. Just myself. I've been training myself.
So, as you know, you probably played a lot of games this season. What would be your favourite game of the season?
Favourite game? The first game I ever played against DT, and I scored that goal. Still, yeah.
We say your debut was your favourite game, yeah? Your best goal. What would you say is your best and most meaningful goal being a Takers player?
No, it's actually it's between. I think the second time when we played DT, so because we had a lot of pressure on, and then
you stepped up again.
I stepped up again, learning to score, you know. So yeah, it was good still.
Hard to ask, but at what moment was your worst Takers moment in this season? Like, what moment did you feel down and out, like you was ready to just quit, if any? Any game? I don't think I
was ready to quit, but I feel like the Rice and Peas game where we lost that one, that was a bit of a shock still.
Explain.
Because I'm hearing that I was meant to be started, and then it just got changed up, and then we just started going, we started losing. Losing from the get-go.
Hey Rico, what can we expect from you today, man?
Domination.
Domination. But you say you're going to dictate this to me. Tell them something, man.
I've nothing to say.
Nothing to say. What you say, just W's? Come on, man.
Yeah, of course.
Who's your favourite player on the team? You get me?
Myself.
Nah, not yourself, man. Come on, man.
I don't know.
Who's your favourite player when you're on the
Gaffer.
My guy. It's gonna be nice, man. And Rico, the youngest in charge, just there, driving at them now. He squares it to Reeks. Reeks with a shot. And there's Rico again. Just restarts to EZ.
Great header by EZ. Again, Rico.
Ooh! Ooh! referee.
That's the only way you can stop him is by dropping him.
Comes to Rico, the youngest in charge, and that's why he ran through 4 man, and they've just really just kicked him in the leg. It's a bit mean. What can I say? Rico, the youngest in charge. When I met Rico come to a training session. Never met him before. Smallest player at training, playing in centre mid. But as soon as he stepped on the pitch, you knew this kid was a problem. Like, he was barging me and sending me on the floor, and I'm saying, yo, what's that little man, yeah? Rico hit the ground running. Our next game was actually our biggest game that we've had this far into the pre-season, and he played. Started him. I had players on the bench upset, and he scored the decisive goal, hit the ground running. The youngest in charge, and it's not only a nickname, it's a mentality, it's a lifestyle, because he's got to step on the pitch every week with man that's older than him, man that's gone through different things, and he doesn't let the name get to him. He just literally, he's in charge. He's the youngest in charge. Like, what a player. His technical ability, he loves to run at people, the drive, like the hunger. He's quiet, but his feet do the talking. Rico don't talk a lot, but when he's on the ball, he says a lot. You could take Rico to any team and get the same performance. He's a beast, the youngest in charge, for real. Gives it to number 9. Number 9's Rico! And he's done it again! The youngest in charge! He's done it again! And you can see what it means to him. You can see what it means to him. The first time we played DT, it was his debut, and he was the goal scorer. Love that. Love that. Our assist king, El Rico. El Rico, what a pass by Rondo. It's like if we don't mention his name. Oh, it doesn't happen. Angles. Oh, what a goal by the youngest in charge. He's the youngest, but he was the most composed. Love that. And you can see Kieran, he's not impressed. It's going to be a long 90 minutes. Comes to Rico, the youngest in charge. He just drags 2 man outside the boot to Rondo, outside the boot back. He looks up, sees Koran, and that's the Hattie. Lovely. That was lovely football. That was lovely football. Great assist by the youngest in charge. Great link-up play with Rondo. Great goal by Koran. That's the Hattie.
Yeah, I told you. Getting the Hattie, I was confident. I knew it was coming. He had a great game this game. And as you can see, Rico just driving with it as usual. Making things happen. Playing the 1-2. Playing the good through ball to Koran so he can finish it off.
And if you remember, I said we're just playing them out the park right now. This is great football.
He's grown up a lot, and him being at Takers, I think he's developed even more as a person because he's around so much like big attitudes. I'd like to give a shout out to all the players there, the staff, you get me, behind the scene, like the cameraman, Trey, you get me, and of course we got a big up Ricochet, you get me, the dada of all dadas, you see. Yeah, but yeah, man, take us all away.
And it's in.
He's a player you can always rely on, and he can be the creative midfielder, or he can be the hard-working, holding midfielder that you need. He's really versatile, and you can count on him. And you know, even in the last 5 minutes of the match, he's the one running, he's the one putting the work in, and telling us be serious at half-time or be serious before the game. He doesn't like too much mucking about or anything like that. He's really about his football.
Out of 10 for your overall performance on yourself, what would you give yourself for this season?
I think like a 7.
A 7?
Yeah, cause at the start I was going up, and then the season started to end, I think I was going down, not getting as much more assists.
So what would you change going forward into the next season?
Just getting involved in the play more, always calling for the ball no matter what, and just giving out information to other players if needed.
Of course, that's why you're the youngest in charge. So rumour has it the league are looking to put us in the Premier Division, or we'll be playing Rising, Ballers, Highgate, etc. How do you think the boys would do and yourself would do?
I think we'll do alright, you know. I think if we play them once and see how they play in the first 10, I feel like we got it. So yeah, we just need to play our football, that's it. Really, yeah. Just stay hungry.
That's what it's like. Lovely by Rico. Rico just leaving his man. He's going for a run. He's gonna drive. 1-2 with Rondo. This looks familiar. Gives it back to Rondo. I knew it looked familiar. It's not the first time I've seen Rico drive and then give Rondo the 1-2. It's lovely. It's actually lovely. Just sells his player something over there. I need to ask him what he sold him. And Rondo just with a lovely finish for his 5th of the game.
I think him sleep, wake with football. This you breed football. I always think it's his responsibility to lead the team or to make the team win.
It's only right if DeAndre gets 1-2 and Rico there just to assist him with it. Lovely ball through their team. DeAndre just running, puts it through their keeper's legs. 13 for the Takers.
Don't fall. That's it, burn him! On him! Hey! Burn him, burn him! No, no! And he's 17 years old, bro! He's only 17! He's only 17!
If you could describe Rico in a few words, what would you say?
Hard working, perseverance, and a good team player. Because on the pitch, he's always working for the team regardless we're losing or winning. So he's a good team player.
You know, he's a person that you would like to have on your team because, you know, his work rate is very good. He's the type of guy that if he loses the ball, he's the guy who always runs back. So that's somebody that's always good having your team.
I've played Rico for 3 years now. First at Pinner Albion and past 2 years at Harrow St Mary's. At Harrow St Mary's is probably where I've seen Rico at his best. He's just like developed as a player, like different compared to like other people I've seen. Like he's helped me, not just me, but other teammates and players improve.
We're going to get a bit sticky now.
Jesus.
I want to ask, who's your favourite Takers player to play with? When you're on that pitch and you're looking for someone, seeing as you're a centre mid, a cam, a versatile player, who's your favourite go-to player on the pitch?
I'm going to be so real with you. In terms of footballing wise, Rondo. But in terms of just kindness and always willing, I think like Slaughter and Danny. Yeah.
Okay.
So next to me still, but footballer wise, yeah, because he understands Rondo, because he understands the play and how I play, and the trust is there when football.
And just to stir the pot a bit, if you had to give your best Takers 11 that you've played with this season, that you've seen this season, talk us through from keeper to striker.
Keeper to striker. Kaydan, Wayne and Ben, right back, what's his name? EZ, and then left back, I think Kells, or yeah, Kells, and then centre mid, me, Danny and Slaughter, and then up top Rondo, left, Monts, right, Koran. This seat, like right now, I'm saying Raven, EZ and Wayne, and then left back Jordan, right back myself, and then the two holding is Danny and Slaughter, and then 10 Rondo, Jamal up top, and DeAndre and Monster on the left.
Okay, two serious teams. So what, if you had to pick one of them two teams to win, which team are you picking?
Probably the second one still.
Okay.
What's going on? It's Rondo number 9, Takers captain here. Talking about Rico, the youngest in charge. Boy, he earned that name for real, man. From the first training session, came in, bossed it, went on to his debut against TAKERSFC, big game, stepped in, got the goal for us, we drew 1-0, and ever since then he's just been improving. Done a couple jobs for us, right back, centre midfield, winger. It doesn't matter where you put him, man. You know what you're getting from the youngest in charge. But yeah, big things for him coming, man. He's still young. It's only a matter of time before he goes places.
I just want to big up Rico, youngest in charge. I've coached you personally, so I know how much potential you've got and how far you can go, man. Just stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize, and stay humble.
Carlos back to Slots. Slots is really a midfield general. Slots. Rondo back to Rico. And that's the 5th. Another assist for Rondo and a goal for Rico, the youngest in charge. Another 1-2. The football is lovely. There's Rico just finding Rondo. just going for a run. Rondo with a lovely pass back. And Rico with a real composed finish. And that's 5. To think how many chances we've missed to still have 5 in the first half. This is going to be a long cup game. Highgate, however, haven't given up. Jay finding Rico. Jay overlapping Rico. Doesn't come to him. Rico driving inside. Finds Rondo. Rondo with a shot that's just wide. Rondo back on the ball. Lovely, finds Rico. And their keeper just moving cat-like. Makes a great save and Williams scuffs it. And there's Danny, a man that's really dictated both games. Giving it to Rico. Rico just driving, don't let him drive. And that's the goal. That's the goal I've been waiting for. Rico, the youngest in charge. Don't think it's a nickname we give him. He really is the youngest in charge. The youngest running it on the pitch. A real beast, and what a game he's had.
So going forward, if you got a message to any of your teammates, the gaffer, going forward to the next season, what do you want to tell them?
Just stay hungry and just play our football.
Play your football, yeah? Any players you feel should step it up a bit before they get left out?
Oh, so that left back position is going to get sticky. So if I bring someone, it's going to get sticky, I can't lie.
Okay.
But you don't have to work for it.
You heard it from the man, the youngest in charge himself.